Halloween, is it still the treat it used to be, or are too many tricks spoiling everyone's fun? To find out, I'll be attending the Big Buchanan Halloween Bash held tonight at the Waterside Inn, which, as this reporter has discovered, is doubling as a birthday party for the patriarch of the family, Asa Buchanan. Everyone will be there, including the household staff, and of course yours truly. Who knows, maybe I'll find that big bad wolf I've been dreaming about for years. In any case, WVLE will be there live, so please tune in to the news break at 9 and 10 and the news at 11 for the details.
Cut. That's a wrap. Thanks, everyone.
Okay, what do you think?
I think that Ace is going to have your head on a plate when he finds out you're broadcasting about his birthday.
But I had to give some excuse for the staff being at the party.
Yeah, well, you could have just said that they were invited.
Well, it doesn't matter. I mean, the point is we wanted to bait the burglars, so he shows up at Ace's mansion. Anyway, I can't wait to go there and catch this guy, just like we planned.
No, I'm sorry. Melinda, our plans have all changed. You see, I don't want you anywhere near Ace's house when this thing comes down.
Michael, I was surprised to get your call after what happened yesterday. I didn't think you wanted to speak to me again.
That's why I asked to see you. I wanted to apologize for the way I overreacted. I regret treating you so harshly.
No, I deserved it, really. I should never have accused you of starting the virus in the Holden Towers. I must still be feeling the effects of the fever. That's the only explanation I can think
Still,
of.
that is no excuse for my behavior.
I think we're getting caught in crossfire with our apologies.
Well, maybe, you'll accept this little peace offering.
What is it?
This is your costume for tonight's Halloween ball. That is, if you will agree to go with me.
Oh. Still say it looks like a lumpy lizard.
Hey,
Do not do too.
Come on.
Good heavens, who let the dinosaur in the house?
You need a lizard, don't you?
Hey.
Dad!
All right, fellas. Upstairs. Get out of those costumes. I don't want you destroying them before the party.
How do you kiss a spaceman?
Prepare to take off your mom!
I'm sorry, honey. I did my best to keep him quiet as long as possible.
That's all right. Thank you. Why'd you let me sleep so late?
Because you were tossing and turning all night long.
I know. I was having the most horrible nightmares, too, and I cannot for the life of me now remember what they were about.
Well, you've had a lot on your mind lately, sweetheart. You know, they say that dreaming is the mind's way of working its way through its problems, and... What is it?
I just realized something. This pin, the design on this pin, that's what was in my dreams. Now, why would that be? And why on earth were my dreams so horrible?
Here's what to do.
Hors d'oeuvres and goodness knows what everywhere. Nothing about in this costume.
Come on. You're going to be the belle of the ball when you make your grand entrance as Marie Antoinette.
Oh, thank you, madam.
Get off your hot fool.
Oh, goodness. I wonder how Ace is doing. He must be ready by now. Ace, darling.
What?
Are you finished?
Oh, I'm finished, all right.
Well, why don't you come out and show us how you look?
No.
Why not?
Because you're going to laugh, that's why.
I promise I won't laugh.
No, and neither will I. Come on now, Cousin Asa.
I knew it. I told you this was a damn fool idea.
No, Asa, darling, you look real cute.
If you think I'm going to my own party as a royal flake, you got another thing coming.
Oh, okay. I'm going to leave you two stop to enjoy yourselves, and I'll see you later at the party. Cousin Asa, if I may say so, for whatever it's worth, I have to tell you that you look dashing.
See? That's the sound I'll be hearing all night if I go in this cockamamie outfit.
No, really, darling. It's your party. I mean, you should look like a king.
I have never worn tights in my life. I'm not going to start now. And another thing, what is that ragamuffin still doing in my house? I passed the guest room, and she was sawing enough wood to build a house.
Ace, Asa, darling, she hasn't slept anywhere safe in, I don't know, ages, except for the hospital the other day. What harm if she just has a peaceful overnight rest?
She can sleep her life away as long as she does it someplace else.
Asa, why are you being so disagreeable?
Because I don't like you bringing a homeless waif into my house and treating her like the Queen of Sheba.
Asa, darling, please.
No,
show
I'm not.
her a little compassion.
A compassion? I'll show some compassion. I'll show her the front door, and then when Sleeping Beauty wakes up, I'll give her a bus ticket back to New York where she belongs.
Asa, darling.
No, it's over. I can smell trouble. I don't want her around my front door.
Good morning to you, too. I would be delighted to go with you to the ball. But, Michael, I thought you wanted to keep our friendship a secret.
My wife is in Rome. I see no harm in escorting a beautiful lady to a gala affair.
Then neither do I.
Good.
I can't wait to see what you picked out for me to wear. Is this my costume?
Yes. Do you like it?
It's a bit shapeless, don't you think?
Ah, but a gorgeous shape will fill it.
Thank you. But what am I supposed to be?
An Olympic ice skating star.
Well, I suppose I could dress it up a bit.
No, I would prefer that you didn't do that. Besides, it's designed to complement the costume that I'll be wearing.
Oh, what are you going to be?
I will show it to you, and you can guess.
My apologies to my daughter, Victoria, and the world. Victor Lord.
My apology to my daughter, Victoria, and the world. Victor Lord.
What are you doing? This symbol. This is what was in my dreams. But I cannot figure out what it's supposed to mean. I mean, sometimes it looks like a sun, sometimes it looks like mountains.
Could be just a pin.
But why would it make me have nightmares? I mean, it must mean something.
It does mean something, honey. It means that you've been having a pretty tough go of it ever since you just recently found out that 25 years ago you had a baby. Now, these nightmares are nothing more than your mind distorting your innermost fears.
What fears?
The fear that you'll never find her. The fear of what to say to her if and when you do.
Yeah, but why would this pin trigger fears?
Who says it did?
Oh, come on, darling. I've had plenty of sleepless nights ever since I found out that I had a baby 25 years ago. But I've never had horrible nightmares like I did.
Okay. Maybe it isn't just a coincidence. So maybe now you can understand why I asked John to run any new evidence he has by me before hitting you with it.
No, you cannot use this to support your case. Nightmares or no, I don't want you withholding any information from me.
Why do you want to keep torturing yourself? It could be years before you find your daughter.
Yes, it could. It could be even longer if you keep evidence from me that could be significant.
Oh, no, wait a minute. What are you talking about? That pin meant nothing to you. You said so yourself.
Well, it meant nothing to me that I was aware of. But, honey, it must mean something to me. Otherwise, I wouldn't have had these awful nightmares about it.
I'm telling you, these nightmares are just the deep-seated anguish you're feeling because of the loss of your child, and all because of an innocent piece of jewelry.
And because of this, you want me to give up the search for my daughter?
No, I just want you to distance yourself from it a little bit. Honey, let John handle it. I promise you, I will bring you up to date and fill you in on anything he comes up with, as long as I feel that it's not going to be upsetting you needlessly.
You know, darling, when you lost your eyesight, the hardest thing for me to do was to force myself to let you deal with things on your own, to let you come to terms with what had happened to you on your own. Honey, I'm the only one that can judge the significance of anything that John comes up with. So I have to know everything, even if it means suffering the pain that comes along with the knowledge.
Vicki, listen.
No, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Nothing that you can say is going to make me change my mind.
Whether you prefer the taste of prey...
Now, wait just a minute. You're the one that came to me to help set up this trap in the first place, remember?
This guy could be armed. Dangerous.
I'm well aware of that.
Oh, you are? Oh, fine. Fine. You know what? You just told everybody out there in TV land that WVLE is going to be covering this Halloween ball. Now, what if this creep burglar's watching the TV and then he sees that you're not there, huh? He's going to smell a setup, right?
Okay. I guess you're right. But I'm worried about one thing. I mean, I don't want you taking all these risks with no backup. Maybe you should bring along a couple of cops.
No, they're not going to want to come along just for the ride.
Why not?
Because that's called entrapment, Melinda. I don't think that qualifies for an official stakeout by the police department.
You know what I think? I think you don't want them to come. I think you have a vendetta against this guy, and you want him all to yourself.
Wrong.
Oh, yeah, right. 3 years ago, the Halloween burglar steals Dee Dee's grandfather's watch, and you don't want to get even...
My feelings are not going to make me take some unnecessary chance, okay?
Oh, yeah. Somehow I doubt that.
Melinda, excuse me for interrupting.
It's all right, Jim.
This was just dropped off for you.
Okay, I'll see you in your office. To Melinda Kramer from the Halloween burglar. Dear Miss Kramer, nice try. But this is one trap I have no intention of falling into. There's plenty of good pickings in Lambview without having to hit Asa Buchanan again. Have fun trying to stake out the entire town. Your friend, the Halloween burglar.
You know what? If I'm going to catch this guy, I think I better get going.
Wait a minute. Didn't you hear what I just read?
Yeah, but see, that's the difference between you and me, Melinda. You take this creep at his word. I look into his mind. That's why I know exactly where he's going to hit tonight. I'm going to be there waiting for him.
Where?
Bye.
Bo, tell me where. Oh, Amy, darling, good morning. Did you sleep all right?
Yeah, fine, thanks. Look, Mr. Buchanan, you don't have to worry about me cramping your style anymore, okay? I was going to leave this morning anyways. And don't worry about the clothes. I'll make sure I fold them nice and neat before I go.
And I will make sure Nigel tells the maid to wash them in real hot water.
Asa, darling, please.
Look, I'm sorry you got a hard life, honey. I hope the Lord sees fit to help you straighten yourself out. But this is not a shelter for homeless runaway girls. After breakfast, you're gone. You understand that?
Tough concept, but yeah, I understand.
Asa, darling, why are you being so ornery? If you put this girl out on the street, I'll never forgive you.
Yes, you will, Renee, because you know I am right. Now, I'm going to get out of this here tutu, Amy. And when I come back, you better be gone. Now, here's some money for a one-way ticket back to New York where you belong.
Gee, thanks. You're all heart.
Mm-hmm. Breakfast, vamos. You got that?
Sure. Oh, by the way, you got great gams. Look, I better just skip the food and hit the road.
Darling, you are not going anywhere.
But he just said that
I know. Don't worry about it. I'll think of some way to handle him. But you are staying put.
Look, I appreciate you going to bat for me, but I know when I don't belong someplace. You know, you've been real nice to me, but I don't want to get between you and His Majesty.
Oh, so, where do you think you're going?
Well, I could always go to the foster home. Though I wouldn't even go back there on a dare.
Darling, you can't go on living in abandoned buildings.
Look, I've survived this long on the streets. What's it gonna matter if I go back?
Of course. All right, if you insist on going, I just want you to promise me one thing, that you'll stay in touch.
Yeah, sure. Well, I guess I better get packing. Oh, and by the way, thanks for the fancy frock.
I said, what are you doing?
Well, for your information, Michael invited me here so you can stop treating me like a common prowler.
Believe me, my dear, I would never accuse you of being a prowler.
Well, here it is. Good morning, Fraser.
Good morning.
Well, what do you think?
Oh, Michael, it's exactly like my costume. I still don't get it. What are you supposed to be?
I am your ice skating partner.
Oh, I see. Ah, we're going as a theme couple.
Right.
How nice.
Gabrielle, you hardly sound enthusiastic.
Oh, no, it's going to be great fun.
Well, terrific. So, you'd better start making some arrangements for a babysitter, and I will call you this evening.
All right. Fraser, you make sure you have a really good day.
What was that all about? I thought you were taking me to the party.
Don't worry. I'll meet up with you there later. First, I have an assignment for you. I want you to take this camera over to Landfair, which will be unoccupied this evening. I want you to search through Vicky Buchanan's private papers. Pages from a diary or a personal journal in progress would be nice. I want you to find out if she's written anything about a Nikki Smith.
Are you joking?
No.
Are you seriously asking me to do something as ludicrous as that? Not to mention illegal?
I will be with the Buchanans all evening. If any of them leave the party, I can call you and warn you.
But, Michael, what...
Fraser, you have your assignment, and I expect you to carry it out. Understood?
Oh, all right, but what if I get caught?
Nothing is going to go wrong.
Tell me this whole thing is a horrible nightmare, John. Now tell me that Rob was telling me the truth yesterday when he found his little black book.
Sorry, Cassie. This book hasn't left my sight since you were last here.
Then it's true. Rob is actually involved in a plot to kill a lot of innocent people, including you, my mother, and my father.
Yeah, it looks that way.
Why would Rob be involved in something like this, John? Why?
We're about to prove a simple point. On the left, a steak wrapped in saran wrap. On the right...
John, this whole thing doesn't make any sense. Now, Rob swore that he would never get involved with any of the people that killed his father, so why does he have this book with mob contacts and a list of people who are slated to be eliminated?
Well, that's what I hope to find out. That's why you gotta keep quiet. Don't let Rob know what we're up to.
How can I? How can I hold him and kiss him and make love to him with these doubts and suspicions closing in on me?
Cassie, look, you just gotta do your best, huh? For the sake of all these people in this book.
Don't you see? These people are at just as much a risk if I keep my mouth shut. Now, suppose Rob isn't in too deeply yet. Maybe he really wants to get out. If I can talk to him and confront him, then maybe together we can save all these people's lives.
If you want to protect Rob and you want to save some innocent lives, let me handle it. Give me the time to dig a little deeper, to find some answers.
How do you plan on doing that?
I just got a word that Rob is touching base with his mob contact tonight. I got a hunch it's going to happen at Ace's party. If I can be there and watch this meeting go down, well, I'm hoping I can find out who's calling the shots, who's giving Rob his orders. And what you can do is don't let Rob know that I'm watching him. And give him a free rein to roam around, to meet that contact. Don't hang on to him.
I don't think I can do that. I really feel like I'm double-crossing him here.
Double-crossing him? He's the one who's double-crossing us. He's the one who's tied to the mob. He's the one who's putting all these people's lives in danger.
All right. All right. All right. I'll play this your way, but I hope one thing. I hope that for once you are wrong.
Cassie, I hope so too. But unfortunately, I don't think that's going to happen.
I was on my way to our bedroom, and I stopped outside the boys' rooms. They're very excited about the party tonight. It really made me stop and think.
Really? About what?
About how lucky I am to have such a wonderful family to look after and care for. About how much I love all of you. And about how this search of mine has caused me to lose sight of the things that matter to me the most.
You haven't lost sight of anything, honey, but I think you've been wearing blinders a little.
You're right. You're right. I've been so preoccupied following a path that may or may not lead to my missing daughter. And yet I have a daughter right here in this house, here and now, who needs me very, very much. You should see her. When I left the boys' rooms, I went down to look in on her. Oh, she's so beautiful. She looked up at me with those big, sweet eyes of hers. You know what happened?
No, what?
All those horrible nightmares I had last night went right out of my head. I was trying to remember them. Somehow it seemed as if they happened ages ago. I couldn't even remember what they were about.
I'm glad to hear that. Because they were meaningless anyway.
Well, no. Nothing happens without a reason. I think I was meant to have those nightmares so that I could forget them, so that I could realize how important my family is to me. And I made myself a promise right then and there. I'm going to put this search on the back burner, and I'm going to concentrate on having a fabulous time at this party tonight with the people who mean everything in the world to me.
Now that sounds like the lady that I love and adore. I promise you I'm going to do my damnedest to find your daughter for you.
I know you will. I really appreciate that. And I promise you that nothing is ever going to cause me to lose sight of my priority.